We're at the Acer booth at IFA 2014, taking a look at some of the products at the booth here, and the first one we're going to take a look at is the Acer Switch 11. I'm just going to switch over to the Acer Switch 10. I did a full review on this one recently for notebookcheck.net and was actually quite impressed for the price. It actually comes in a really nice package, all-round acceptable package with a nice keyboard, reasonable battery life, not the strongest battery life on this one. But I think when I reviewed it, I mentioned that the Switch 11 would be quite nice because it actually would address a little bit more in terms of productivity with a larger screen and a bigger keyboard and a bigger battery, and that's exactly what we've got here. Is the Acer Switch 11. There's two versions of this. There's a 151 which has got the Bay Trail T inside, and then there's a version of this with Core i3 and i5, I believe, in. It's got the same 1366x768 screen. It's wide angle but not truly IPS in my opinion, but it's not bad, it's acceptable, and would certainly be good enough for video viewing. The keyboard is a touch bigger than the Switch 11, but the same mechanics, which is good news because the mechanics are quite good. There's a good range of ports on the side. On the tablet, that's the removable tablet part, you've got micro SD, you've got a USB port, I think that's a micro USB port, micro HDMI, power, and then on the base unit you've got a full-size USB port down the bottom on the right there. There are no ports on the left-hand side, but you've got power, you've got a volume rocker, and you've got the Windows button there. And right at the top is the headset. Speakers are front-facing, which is nice, and the sound quality should be pretty good. The sound quality on the Switch 10 rather, was quite good. In terms of weight, I don't have the actual specifications in front of me, but 850 grams I think. Not too bad. It's actually being dragged down by a couple of cables on the right here, but not too bad for an 11.6-inch screen at all. I think you'll have some casual usage with that. It's certainly not a 1 kilogram plus tablet, certainly in the Bay Trail T version anyway. As for the base unit, well, I think this one is the one without any hard disk or battery inside. It feels quite light. I would imagine, I'm not sure, I would imagine that there would be a hard drive option as there is on the Switch 10, and maybe an external battery. It does have the same problem as the Switch 10 in that if you push the screen back too far it tips up. As I said, on the Switch 10 you can actually open that base up, just stick some putty or plasticine in there, a couple of 100 grams. That's certainly if you haven't got the hard drive or the extra battery. Speaking of the battery, it's a 36 watt-hour battery, and we can show you that here. 36.5 watt-hour battery. Connected standby is supported, and this is the SW5111 version. Just switch into some of the system information there. We've got 2 gigs of RAM. It's the 1.3 gigahertz quad core 3745 that goes up to 1.8 gigahertz. We've got pen and full touch support here, so that's interesting. I didn't know that. So there's a digitizer layer on here. There's no pen stowage and there's no pen being shown around here. Maybe there's an additional pen you can buy. So that's an interesting addition there that I didn't know about. One more thing, screen resolution there, 1366x768. Now, if you want a full HD screen, you'll have to move up to the 171 version of this, which has full HD screen and the core processor inside. There's a nice leather look, or maybe actually leather case as an accessory there, and the whole package, or at least the entry price for the base unit and the tablet, comes in at €399. It should be available in October. So that's a really interesting in 2-in-1 that could cover some consumer sort of casual usage, and also be pretty good in terms of productivity. Certainly that Bay Trail platform will allow you to do some online web working, and I think this could be one of the better weekender 2-in-1s that's on the market. Certainly great value anyway. It's the Acer Switch 11. This is the Bay Trail version, presented at IFA 2014. Thanks for watching.